The Assassin's Creed franchise has matured brilliantly since its original title, having perfected the idea of a living virtual city. And now we're back in the series' historical world and stepping once again into the bloodstained shoes of Ezio Auditore, the killer star of Assassin's Creed 2. The newest game, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, follows the reconstruction of Rome after its takeover by the Borgias. Who are they, you ask? Well, they're a political family in a quest for power, who begin by infiltrating your home city, Monteriggione. This leaves you to defend from the city's turrets as the invading enemies slowly break down your defences, stream in, and inevitably take control. This first significant fight lays down the groundwork for the rest of the game's battles. Combat scenarios range from standard melee to an on-rail shooter interlude with an ancient wooden machine gun. Enemies are now faster to attack and more aggressive than in previous titles, meaning you'll spend less time standing in one place, waiting to counter their blows. Instead, you have the option to perform execution streaks, targeting and attacking foes one after another to form a chain of, well, executions. But what about all this mystical modern day stuff? The last time we left our contemporary gang of assassins, Desmond and friends were escaping from the Templar-run Abstergo facility. Now they've made a new base inside Ezio's ancient home in Monteriggione, setting up camp there in an attempt to use their homemade Animus machine to filter through Desmond's genetic memories. The group are desperately trying to find the Apple of Eden, an artifact also sought by the Templars.
This decision is yours alone to make. Only do so quickly. Give it to me. You can do with it as you will later.
Bene.
Jump!
Often you'll be brought to the same place in two different eras, tying the present and past together in a way that neither of the earlier games were able to do coherently. That's the main difference between the original sequel and Brotherhood right there. The game is tighter and to the point.
They escaped through here.
What?
Ezio and the villagers. After the attack, I can see them now.
The modern-day Desmond story only really forms the bookends to the historical meat of the game. You'll be able to pop out of the Animus whenever you like, but it's not necessary to the plot. You'll spend most of your time in Renaissance-era Rome, getting together your new group of assassins. There's a more complex and hands-on approach here compared to what was offered in the previous games. Your recruits can be leveled up, sent out on assassination gigs for training, and told specifically who to attack and when. Brotherhood also adopts one of the more interesting multiplayer concepts we've seen in a while. Each 6-player 10-minute session has you in the role of a Templar assassin, attempting to locate and kill a fellow player while avoiding the person who's stalking you. Points are awarded for each successful assassination, with the reward depending on how exactly you made your hit and how stealthily you managed it. It's a game of cat and mouse, and Ubisoft implements it perfectly. Brotherhood's success lies in taking what made Assassin's Creed 2 work and making it that much more polished. It's an exercise in perfecting what you've already got working. You're not going to find much in the way of completely new material, but this is a superior game to its predecessor and a solid bridge to the next entry in the series.